What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to put my little 2 cents in on this matter. I don't know how everybody's feeling about the PlayStation Pro. I already reserved mine, potentially. Now, I do want to see how this thing performs in person, and obviously if there's a PlayStation 4, I want to have the best version. But there's some things that are just driving me crazy, and let me know in the comments what y'all think about this too. First of all is the first and most obvious, which is not to include 4K Blu-ray player in the damn thing. Now, Sony, from what I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, is responsible for Blu-rays in general. So why are they the founder of this format and they don't include it in their fucking 4K gaming machine? This is just beyond ridiculous to me. The idea of that is so fucked, I can't even believe it. I was so looking forward to not having to buy an Ultra HD, 4K, whatever you want to call it, Blu-ray player. I was going to have one already in 2 months when I get my PlayStation Pro. Now I got to get an Xbox One S or whatever the fuck. Or get me a 4K player by itself. This is fucking ridiculous. Not to do that, Sony fumbled the ball. You think you're taking after Microsoft now. They fucked up their whole Xbox One thing, and that's why they're way behind. Besides having not as powerful a machine, now the Project Scorpio looks like it's going to be the most powerful console ever created. So what the hell are you going to do now, Sony? Shit. This is just ridiculous. You don't include a 4K Blu-ray player? Oh my goodness. The second thing is, if it's going to be... It seems like they created this thing, a lot of it just to go with PlayStation VR. They say the first console, the one I have that I'm playing with now, is not quite powerful enough to get the frame rate or achieve the visuals that they want to have to make VR as immersive as possible. So if that's the case, why are they releasing VR a couple of weeks before the PlayStation Pro? That doesn't make sense to me either. The PlayStation Pro is essentially a low-end gaming PC, and how are they planning on achieving 4K visuals? If you look what it takes to achieve 4K gaming in PC, it takes some pretty fucking hardcore specs. You gotta have a powerful gaming machine to achieve 4K gaming and have any kind of reasonable fucking, good time with it, frame rate and such. Frame rate is a big deal. For those who don't know that, turn on The Last of Us Remastered on PlayStation 4. There's an option that lets you go back to 30 frames per second. It is astounding how bad it is. It looks like it just looks like dog shit. So going from 60 to 30. So getting that 60 frames per second makes a much better, much more immersive video game. So, the third thing, besides no 4K Blu-ray player, and that I already actually addressed, I was going to do them separately, but just the third thing was just not that powerful of a machine. I like the fact that the PlayStation 4 is more powerful than the Xbox. I've been an Xbox guy since the 360, but I liked it more than the PlayStation 3 by far. But the PlayStation 4 I like better than the Xbox One by far. It's just, I don't even own an Xbox One. It's like, there's some exclusives I want to play on there, but it's just not worth it. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just curious to see how this PlayStation 4 Pro performs once we actually get it in our hands. Alright, YouTube. Peace.